Hello and welcome to Crossroads Sports Radio, episode number 417. I'm your host, Brandon Reef, joined as always by my co-host, Jonathan Birdsong. JB, how are you?
Hey, man, I'm doing just fine, man. How are you? Mr. SB over here. He tried to come in humble, y'all. And, I know folks that chime in with us expect a whole lot of football content, whether it be college football, NFL. But Brandon Reef was boots on the ground today and yesterday at Liv's last golfing event. We think, I don't know. I'm not trying to steal his thunder, but Mr. SB over here is going tap us into like some of his adventures with Live Golf this past the last 2 days, man. So Brandon Reef, man, I know, like I said, we got a lot of football content to dive into. We also got a special guest. It's a chirp alert. You know what I'm saying? You got Brandon Reef, you got Jonathan Birdsong. In about 15 minutes, you're gonna have Mick Tidrow, the voice of Ball State, and he also is pulling double duty, with the Indiana Fever as well. So you're going to have a major, chirp alert here in about 15 minutes, man. But before we get to all that, like I said, football content, we got a little bit of basketball. Sorry, y'all. Tap me on the DMs. But before we get into all that, Brandon Reed, take us down this Live and this SB, your second SB. He about to win an SB, y'all, for real.
No, it's thanks, John. No, it was an interesting day, needless to say. Got out there at Live today. They had the Pro-Am going on. I was looking to see if Double D was on the Pro-Am. He was not this time around. Trying to fix my lighting because I look darker. I don't want to be white. A little darker more than it shows. Anyways, Scott O'Neill, the Live Golf CEO, had a press conference at 1:00 to kind of talk the league update and where they're at with the league, getting the private investor, still working. They've had the offer sheet for the private investor, but they haven't really gotten too much of the details. There was a lot of hard-hitting questions because there's lawsuits facing Live right now for unpaid work from contractors, media companies like that haven't been paid. So he had some explanations for that and that they're working through those things and what the future of Live could look like. He's confident. I'll say this. He is confident that Live will continue 2.0, the second iteration of it. He also said, they've got some hurdles to jump here and there. They know that they've had some successes. Attendance has been great. But he says, I'd bet on us to do this, to get to where they need to go. So I put that tweet out just about that earlier today. Mm-hmm. And tonight I find out that clip was on the Pat McAfee show this afternoon on ESPN. So thank you, Pat and them, for bringing my work on there. So appreciate that. The McAfee boys bringing up that tweet. And then I went out afterwards to the course and was walking the course and went over to the driving range. Bryson DeChambeau was out there hitting golf balls. And he was very animated. Upset about his swing. I don't know. He was trying different golf heads on the shaft. Wasn't working. He was very animated with his team. Well, right next to me was Ryan French, who has his own sports media company covering golf. And we were just sitting there watching the swing. I got some videos and some photos. He's got some videos. At one point, Bryson was very animated and with his group, and he turned around and he saw Ryan was filming. And he said something. You could tell it pissed him off that he was filming. So he mumbled down at something, and then one of his guys, Bryson's boys, comes over there and he says, "Hey, why don't you give us some space and get out of here?" Booted him from the driving range. Didn't boot me, but booted him. And I was
gonna say, Brandon Reed.
I said, "What the hell's going on?" Like Bryson and them. So I tweeted out. I'll even say the tweet again. I said, give me a second here, because my phone is still blowing up. It's so hot right now that it's I don't have.
You gotta get you another phone, Brandon.
I think I do. It won't stop. Bizarre scene out on the driving range for Live Indianapolis. Bryson and his team working on his swing. Bryson visibly upset with something with his swing. Another media member, a case of the golf, Ryan French, who's very, very well known, was filming and doing nothing out of the norm besides watching his swing. And Bryson's team member comes over to boot him out of the driving range session. I put that tweet out, John, and then Ryan retweeted it and said, "Yes, this happened. I got booted from there." As of now, I've got 1.1 million views on this tweet. We're over a million. It got posted as well to Golf Week magazine
Okay.
this afternoon. The article was talking about Bryson and the gentleman that kicked off, and they credited me. So thank you for crediting me for it. And then Ryan Finch posted probably about 20 minutes ago that he had an off the record conversation. Bryson DeChambeau called him this evening. They had an off the record conversation.
Okay.
But he thanked Bryson for doing that, because typically golfers, you wouldn't do that to a media member, especially
Right.
trying to kicking Ryan off for no reason. It didn't make sense. Like, people film all the time. There's no rate to say you can't film. He wasn't trying to get a story out of it. If Bryson would have just let it go, it would have been fine. Nothing would have happened. Like, it's just, oh damn, just working on his swing, animated, right? But Bryson made it something. And man, between the live people talking, the PGA people talking, the Bryson lovers, the Bryson haters have filled my mentions. I got over 795 comments on this, and over 1.1 million views on this tweet, John, that it just went platinum. So
well, we're
between
making new friends, man.
between
making new
McAfee
friends.
On ESPN and News Golf Week, and then the 1.1 milli exposure for the tweet, Brandon Reeves had a hell of a content day for Crossroads Sports at Live Golf, and today's just day one. Tomorrow we start the tournament.
Well, again, it sounds like you have nothing aside from that. You yourself has nothing but like positive engagement when it comes to like the Live tournament.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I think so far everything's been pretty smooth there. People are really friendly, nice. Scott O'Neill, the Live CEO, very positive. And I think you have to be as a CEO, right? Because they're looking to you, you're heading the ship. So
Right.
he wouldn't say, when they asked him, is bankruptcy on the table an option? And he said it's everything's an option. Is how he said it. So he didn't say no, but no, overall though, so far good impression. He talked highly of the city, of the county, and the state of Indiana. He when he opened his presser, he did talk about wishing prayers and thoughts and prayers for everybody with the floods here in central Indiana. Talked about how they love this geographical region, highest attendance for all their live golf tournaments in the United States. Westfield is the biggest that they've had. They do love it. They are not scheduled to come back here next year, obviously, but there is talks that maybe another location, possibly, if they do have another iteration of Live. But I think Chatham Hills, after 2 years, I think that's going to be about it for them there. So,
okay.
But man, it's been a day. 1 milli. I sent you a thing. I go, 100,000, 300,000.
Yeah, it was just going through the roof, man. I will tap back into it now that the social media embargo is over, and we can start, sharing some of the things that are happenings that's going on there. We'll kind of put some of that fun stuff out there, man. But like, shout out to everybody that blew up Brandon Reef's moment there, man. But like, now, man, we got a show. We also got a show. We got a guest coming on in like 5 more minutes or so, man. Mick Tidrow. He's the voice of Ball State. That's why, I mean, me and Brandon Reef are both alumni. We chirp alert tonight, man. But what were you gonna say, Brandon?
No, I think it just what a perfect time to have Mick on. Ball State football's getting ready to start in a couple weeks, going to take on Ohio State, and then, I mean, he's an Indiana Fever analyst. They're on a hot 5-game winning streak right now. There, they just won another big one last night in Toronto. So, all things Mick are looking up, as you can say.
We got to talk a little NFL football as well. I know,
I hope he's got a hybrid, by the way.
Man, I'm sure you got an airplane. I'm sure you got, all that. We'll ask him, man. But like, we got to talk about this football thing. I got a couple notes on the Dallas Cowboys. I know our fans down in Big D in Texas is especially with Von Miller coming over. He sound more like a daggone assistant coach than he sound like said I can help. He said I can help make plays that I don't even have to be in. I said, damn, Von, who does he think he is? He's an osmosis player.
Jerry Thompson.
You know what I mean? Yeah, and again, man, the Dallas Cowboys last year, 7 games, that's pitiful. For the year before that, did they win 7 games? That was pitiful. And for a team that can put up that kind of points. So they hope. Look, I already went into my little diatribe before Mick comes on. They hope with that, you know what I'm saying? They made some assurances either through the draft or through free agency, picking up our middle, you know what I'm saying? They expect their defense to be a little bit more than average this year and to definitely, you know what I'm saying, press to make a run for the East title, NFC East title, man. You know, they ain't gonna just lay down and let the Giants, the Commanders win. So
yeah, absolutely. Man, a lot of Colts. I mean, I guess we can do a quick Colts update.
yeah, we can.
Alec Pierce out for the rest of training camp.
That's
No word on
concerning.
if he'll be ready for that series opener.
That's
And then
concerning.
today, Tyler Warren hurt his groin, so he's out.
Yeah, that's not as concerning as Pierce, especially with the injury, the surgery, the delay. We ain't seen.
What'd you
You know
think
what I'm saying?
of Richardson in his first game performance?
You know, with Richardson, it's always like with Richardson, he's not a good practice kind of player. That's as weird as that sounds. He's not a practice. He's just a gamer. And unfortunately, you just don't know what kind of game you're gonna get out of him from sun up to sundown. So
I think there's a spot for him. I do. I really do. Like in certain scenarios close to goal line, like goal line plays and stuff. But I don't know if the Colts really want to trust.
You don't want to
if
be
he
no
fumbles
Wildcat.
one time, that's a wrap.
Yeah, you don't want to really run a Wildcat team. That's kind of too gimmicky for the NFL. But no, man. For me, I got a couple notes around the league, man. You know, I might even got to send some bore you to death notes on the Carolina Panthers. Why not? Why not?
Nice. Well, hey, any notes you have is good notes for the NFL, John. So we'll be glad to do that. We're going to bring our guest on now, John, friend of the program. We've had him on before. I hope he has his frequent flyer miles for as much covering of he's done here in August. Mick Tidrow joining us. Mick, how are you? How was those frequent flyer or driving miles treating you?
You guys, I appreciate you having me on, and I love the cap today. That's a good look, John. I appreciate you wearing that. That looks good. I can't see, Brennan, if you're wearing Cardinal Red or not.
I am Cardinal Red, but it's a Ryder Cup.
It's Ryder Cup. Okay, we'll accept that.
Yeah.
But yeah, the frequent flyer miles. It's been a lot of driving actually, so just a lot of car time. But always appreciate everything that we're doing, and it's been fun. The month of August has been crazy. 2-a-days with football camp in the morning. Field hockey, soccer practices, other stuff happening, and then we go to Fever at night. So 2-a-days are in full force, but we're enjoying all of it.
Absolutely awesome.
Mick, how do you absorb it all, man? I'm not saying those are two different. I'm not saying crowds are crowds. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying the crowds are combative or anything like that. But those are two different cultures. That like, how would you compare the cultures at a you know what I'm saying, a Ball State women's or basketball game to compare? I'm not talking about the size, I'm just talking about the culture that kind of comes out there between you know what I'm saying, what your reaction is.
Yeah, for sure. I think the college landscape is just so different than the pros and how everything's approached, just from an operational standpoint and from the way that the athletes operate. So I think that's the biggest difference is in college, you're student athlete to where you see them, their minds are all over the place in terms of what you're looking at and how they're trying to dissect their day-to-day life because they have so much going on. And then pro athletes, it's basketball. In the Fever's case, basketball, a lot of them have endorsement deals and they're focusing on those things. So I think from a cultural aspect, I think you're just looking at more so from what I notice is mostly lifestyle stuff. I think that's the best way to describe it. It's the lifestyles are just so different. And it's so interesting to see, you have to worry about exams, this, that, and the other, and go to classes. And then for professional athletes, it's so regimented where on a road game day, you wake up, you eat, you do your thing. I guess Kelsey Mitchell, though, she's trying to get a PhD or she's in the middle of PhD. So she's having a throwback time to go back to school.
Okay.
But that's really cool. I think that it's just a different dynamic in that regard.
Okay. Well, while we're on the Fever, I guess we can talk there. They are, I gotta say, the hottest team right now, literally the hottest team in WNBA with another win last night. That's 5 in a row now with them.
Yeah.
Kelsey Mitchell, another 20-point game. I think that, I don't know how many that's in a row now. Is that 20 and 20?
That's 20 games in a row where she's dropped 20 points, which, is the longest single season streak in W history and tied for the longest over any type of a span. So she's one away from holding that record by herself. And guys, she did that in 24 minutes the other day. She had 29 in 24 minutes, plus 20 in the box score. It's honestly, it's remarkable what she's doing right now. And I know that she's not on the USA roster coming up. It's Aaliyah and Caitlin from the Fever, but what Kelsey Mitchell's doing is just absolutely superb. It's so much fun to watch. Fastest player in the league. She's done it all. And it's a joy. It's a treat to watch her play every day.
Is she the best pure scorer?
I mean, she is. Right now, she's taken over. Like, there's just – it's hard to describe watching her get down the court and elevate everybody around her. And, yeah, she's scoring at a rate right now that's incredible. And I think that, Asia Wilson leads the league in scoring still. And Asia's obviously an MVP front runner every year. But Kelsey Mitchell squarely put herself in that conversation and is – only second to Asia in scoring overall in points per game in the league this year. So I think you're looking at somebody that's dominating at a level that it's just crazy to watch.
What's changed in this 5-game winning streak from what we saw? Because there was times that they wouldn't close it out, or it'd fall apart late, or you'd win one, lose one. What's been that turning point for them now? Because you want to stay hot. Unfortunately, you got a break coming up. So it's
right.
It's good and bad, I guess. You can rest up everybody, but.
Yeah, I think the 5-game win streak, 9-2 in the last 11 games as well. The only losses are to Vegas and Minnesota, 2 of the top 4 teams in the league. So you're looking at a Fever team that is dominated in this last couple weeks stretch, and their losses have been close to really good teams. But in particular, I think this last 3-week stretch, they're playing their best basketball. And it is tough when you have the break coming up for a couple of weeks, but they're positioned so well to do wonderful things after that break happens too, just because of the way they've constructed things and how they're starting to find what they need to do. And you talk about they're closing out those close games now. A lot of the players and the coaches were saying, let's go through the adversity early in the season. There were some tight games, weren't able to get it done every time. But then as you see that experience with this core group, you're seeing that pay off in late game situations. And the one in Atlanta was a perfect example of that. And then they hold off Toronto with Kelsey not playing the fourth quarter because of the heat problem. She was overheating, according to Coach White. And so you have your leading scorer had 29 points in 3 quarters, and she doesn't play the fourth quarter, and you're able to hold somebody off. So they're just learning to do this in different ways. And that to me is what's impressive. Like any night, Kelsey can go off, but then you have Aaliyah Boston and Caitlin and everybody else who comes through. And the emergence of KK Timpson, guys, is going to change the complexion of this team. Like she is, I think the Fever are 5-0, 6-0 when she's in the starting lineup. And Bria Goss, the analyst for the radio network, has just said it's a culmination of the last year and a half. But there is something that is there. They've struck gold with being patient with KK Timpson and letting her find what she needs to find. And that takes this team to another level. Nice.
It should be criminal for a basketball arena to not have air conditioning, by the way.
I think they do. I just don't know what happened. I don't know what happened.
This ain't Iowa. I know Caitlin. I think Iowa's one that doesn't have air conditioning out there for the Hawkeyes, because I know they had a summer thing going on there, and it was 105. It felt like in the gym.
Wow, I didn't know that. Wow.
Yeah, I think they're like one of the few college gyms that doesn't have air conditioning. I mean, during the winter there, it's I was crazy to find, but I've been very impressed with the Fever's play. And really, even off the bench, Sophie Cunningham coming in, being able to give those valuable minutes. I think she's still one of the, at least she was first, but maybe first or second now in 3-point percentage still. There. So Coach White, she's got a lot of weapons and a lot of different areas in that lineup. And I think it continues to make them very lethal as we approach those playoffs and big things expected.
It does, because now you're looking at anybody at any given night type of situation. Whereas, when you have players like Sophie that can come off the bench and do that. And then you have in the emergence of KK and now Monique Billings coming off the bench and doing what she's been able to provide. She comes in and grabs 5 rebounds like that. And we're not really even seeing Maisha Hines-Allen play a lot of minutes now when she was early in the season. And so you're seeing players start to rotate into different minutes. And when you have these types of stars. And Sophie had said it after the last game. She's like, we just sit back and let the big three do what the big three does, and we fill in the gaps. But at the end of the day, you need everybody. And it seems like in games where things get close, they have that one player outside the big three that has a night where they can take things to the next level. And when you have all those things complementing each other, that's showing that you have depth. Like every team, like you always think back to the super teams in the NBA or any situation like that where you have your Bosch, LeBron, Wade. Well, guess what? They also had Ray Allen. They had Mario Chalmers. You have different pieces. You need people outside of your core to do that. And the Fever have it right now with whoever it might be on any given day. But you have to give a lot of credit for the big three for staying the course, because it could be really easy to be in that star position power. And when things aren't going your way, things start to go sideways. And they didn't let that happen. It was more of a Leah, Caitlin, and Kelsey taking control and saying, hey, let's just keep going. Let's keep working on it. Eyes on the prize. And they've taken that to heart. But I think what Caitlin's doing is pretty remarkable too. It's every night. It's 20 and 10, 20 and 10. And it's just, everybody just expects her to do it so that when it happens, it's okay. But then it's the records that she's breaking. Aaliyah Boston is, I think, tied with Caitlin for the most doubles on the team. That doesn't get talked about enough. It's just like there's so many big things that happen with this team on a game-to-game basis. It's hard to keep up with all the good.
Yeah, with this, covering them, doing it your first time now with them, is it everything you've expected, or were you shocked? Are you surprised? I mean, it's a hell of a time to do it.
Yeah, it's guys, it's a pretty wild situation to come about. Part of. Yeah, so the Fever were expanding their radio network, and last year they brought it back, and John Dillon and Bria Goss were coming back for year 2 this year, and they were looking to have an expanded pregame and postgame coverage and a sideline reporter to interview after wins at home games and be somebody in the studio for road games that could navigate long postgame, long pregame, and just continue to talk about the Indiana Fever. So I'd heard that it was coming together, and I threw my name in the hat, and they reached out to me. It all moved pretty quick once the season was about to start. So yeah, it was just one of those situations that it worked out perfectly with my schedule. Talked with the folks at Ball State, made sure they were cool with the little bit of overlap, and told the Fever there may be some games that I couldn't do just because of Ball State obligations, but everybody was cool with working in both areas. And I'm very grateful for that, because it's been such a surreal experience walking into the Gainbridge Fieldhouse, and it's sold out every night, and people are going wild. So really appreciative and grateful for him.
Future governor of Indiana there, John.
Oh man, he's taking over the airways, man. I know, you know what I'm saying, you done a tour at 107 as well. Do some broadcasting for them as well, or is that commingled in with the Fever gig?
Yeah, I think that's all just intertwined. Yeah, that's all intertwined.
Okay.
So, but yeah.
All right. Well, you tell the good guys, you know what I'm saying, Query and JMV, we say hello. They're good.
Yeah.
Good
Absolutely. Absolutely. Yes. I got you.
Mick, I gotta ask you, man. Do you still use the SCA method to broadcasting that you learned so many moons ago at Ball State? Do you still utilize that method?
Man, I love that, John. I appreciate you doing your homework on that. That makes me really happy. I do use the C method, because I still believe that storytelling, entertainment, and engagement are the 3 things that, to highlight in a broadcast, you're putting a good product out there. And storytelling is in many different ways. That could be about certain players, coaches, the storylines of the game, what's happened up to that point, recaps of the season. Any type of thing. Storyline could be 17 things walking into a ball game, but then entertainment, it sounds pretty self-explanatory, but can you entertain even down 30, up 30, and build stories off of that entertainment? And then engaging is different depending on the medium. With TV, are you engaging with your analyst, your sideline reporter, your producer, your directors, the fans? Most importantly, are you engaging with the fans? Are you telling stories that might interest them, or are you just rattling off stats because it's in front of you and you want to talk about something? So different ways to do it. On radio, are you engaging still with your analyst, or are you still engaging with things that make sense? And yeah, I live by those, man. I live by those 3 things. And if I ever feel like something's going off middle of the game, I might just get back to it. So I appreciate you bringing that up. That means a lot.
Absolutely.
John, Good brownie points there, John. Well
You
done.
silly. You silly.
Always love seeing the research paying off there.
Oh,
Well, hey
absolutely.
man, I expect Mick Tidrow, the next time we talk to him, he might Hollywood us and be like, man, I had to get back to you. I expect him to be on Good Morning America next year. I really do. I'm on Good Morning America next year. So
They'll be
there
I
you go.
appreciate you, man. I'm
Two
not
straight
going to
hitter
Hollywood, you guys, though. I'm not going to Hollywood, you guys.
But he
Also,
didn't say no to Good Morning America, though. He just said he won't Hollywood us. So
There you go.
John, did I see you with Tamika Catchings recently? Did I see a picture of you and
Yeah, one of her tee shops was closing, and she was just having a big send off, man. So yeah, I just caught up with her. Yep,
That's awesome.
Sure.
That's awesome.
very nice. Cool.
She's the GOAT. Love Tamika.
Absolutely.
Well,
Hey,
we're about three. Go ahead, John.
Brandon. No,
I was going to say we're about 3 weeks away from the college football season starting. Our Ball State Cardinals, we're going to start up on the road, just a little school at Ohio State, taking on them. What's been the outlook? What's been the feel with Ball State football so far this month? What you've seen, and kind of give our listeners a little preview.
Yeah, I think that fall camp is always an interesting time of the year because you're finding out what you learned in the spring and how you digested the summer. And what I love about this year, guys, is that there's no spring portal. I sound like a coach in that regard, but like not having a spring portal, I got to learn the guys too a little bit more. And walking in the door in day one of fall camp, I was like, wait, I don't have to relearn people that were here in the spring that are no longer here. There were some players that ended up joining the team for the first time in fall camp, but they were already announced in the spring or the summer as high school students or late transfers, things like that. So we knew who was coming in. And I think that's just helped build things a lot more. You're seeing things that are crisper when they're running an offense or a defense, special teams. It just feels like things are progressing at a faster rate because there's cohesiveness and continuity. And I think the outlook for this team right now is that they're going to be exciting and the discipline's going to be there. And I'm curious to see where the growth is at from week 1 to week 4 within the regular season, because I think you learn a lot in the non-conference, but from a fall camp standpoint, you're seeing this team really gel, mesh together, grasp things. And man, this isn't a cliche, but there are so many roster spots up for competitive points right now. Like there's no quarterback name. It's all open. And I think that that's a interesting thing. Coach Yu at Media Day, he said that last year they walked into fall camp thinking they had 16 of the 22 starting spots locked up before camp started. He said this year they had 0.
Wow. And
so you're just seeing that there's a different level of competitiveness in the room right now. And that could be a million different factors as to why that number is from 16 to 0. Mm-hmm. But some of the factors are a lot of new faces and a lot of new faces at premier positions. And you can guess, like, okay, there's players like Chris Hood, who was at MAC Media Day and is a returning guy that's, preseason all MAC kind of guy. Tristan Cook on the outside. You can see like who some of these dudes are going to be. But I think having so much competition like that is going to breed a lot of really good things. And so, man, I don't know if anybody's going to know who QB1, QB2, or QB3 are for Ball State until we see it at Ohio State. And after that, it could change. I truly think that there's so many options within the roster right now. So what I'm seeing is the competitiveness push everybody.
Okay. Yeah. I during the summer, I actually at the dog park here in Westfield that I go to, Jalen Moss, who's the DB's coach, he goes there quite a bit as well. So I was asking, hey, how we look? He's like, yeah, we got good class coming in. We got good transfers coming in here. So he's told me expect big things. So I said, I'm looking forward to it. So
I agree with him. I think he has a really fun unit too. And that defense has a lot of new faces. The defensive line has gone through a pretty big overhaul with all the dudes that graduated. So it's a deep unit, but it's a very new unit. So who's going to play? We'll find out together, guys.
Yeah, absolutely. Hey, John, by the way, we didn't get much guff when we did our with the state of the Ball State Union. We didn't get a lot of gruff when we did our Ball State football draft. We did a mock fantasy draft of take 4 guys. So
they kind of clown me because I picked a center.
You did pick a center, and that wasn't a position player, so that we needed.
You know what? You win in the trenches, John. You're smart. You win in the trenches.
That's what. Thank you.
He did say that. He did say that. Awesome. What else you got for him, John?
No, man. I know Mick's moving. I know aren't you also doing college football this fall for starting out in the MAC?
Yeah, so
I'm kind of
ESPN,
excited. I don't know
yeah.
what I don't know what that's gonna look like. I know you well scattered on most of the MAC teams, man. But what's that gonna look like with Sacramento State?
Yeah, I'm very interested to see how it all plays out. I appreciate you bringing that up, but it'll be fun to do a game with ESPN for week 0, and I think it's the last year where there's technically going to be a week 0 because there'll be changes next year where everybody can start at the same time. I saw that come out today, so
Okay.
I don't know all the details, but this might be the last year of week 0. So let's enjoy it and have action on week 0. That's pretty cool. But the fact that Sacramento State's first game as an FBS team is in MAC play, the stakes are pretty high right from the jump for them.
Yeah.
So they'll want to come out and impress. And
right.
I'm curious to see how that goes. And Eastern Michigan's looking for a big year too, because they've had Coach Creighton there for a while, and he's been a mainstay, and he's done things there that are incredible for that university. So I'm curious to see how it goes, but it's a big opener for Sacramento State, and they were great to meet at MAC Media Day. Really good people, players and coaches and staff there. So I think Coach Carter and that group are going to be ready to go. And they have a lot of conversation behind them in a good way of, let's see how this transition moves, because they really went after it. They wanted this, and they want to pour resources into the FBS level. And I think that speaks volumes to what they're trying to do. So yeah, it's a big start, and man, it's 10 days away. Like, we are kicking this thing off in 10 days.
I can't believe it. Yeah.
10 days.
I can't believe it. Before we let you go, Mick, I don't know. I know you're very busy, man. And like I said, appreciate your time, man. What do you do besides broadcast, man? What kind of, do you still have dreams of being the Yankees shortstop? Because they need help. Yankees need a little help.
Hey, I think George Lombard has that position on lockdown, though. Lombard's looked good in the last 11 games since he got called up from AAA.
Yeah, I'm not saying they ain't out of it. They just ain't got no MVP candidate this year, and you know, it's okay. If they win the title, it doesn't matter if you got MVP candidate or not. Could you imagine the state of New York, the Knicks win and the Yankees win?
Yeah, yes, it would be a generational celebration, I think.
Yes, it would.
Yeah, but they have Cam Schlittler, and he's been a Cy Young candidate. Rodon's getting healthy. You have Garrett Cole, and then unfortunately, I think Max Free just got hurt. He's on the IO, but their rotation and their staff is pretty nasty pitching wise, so they'll have a chance. But maybe Aaron Judge comes back. I don't know. We'll
he probably comes back. But I'm just thinking, saying the casual baseball fans that tap into it just thinks it's a Shohei world. And it's not that. Shohei Ohtani is incredible, but there's some other folks out there, chomping at the bit. So
play baseball now, man. I think they're going to have that lockout. Dodgers are getting every single person. I wouldn't be surprised. Wake up tomorrow and they got Judge somehow.
Yeah, you never know. I know that would be pretty wild if we wake up and the trade deadline's gone. Thankfully, but
thank God.
It would be.
No, Mick, I would thank you for joining us tonight. We really definitely wanted to get you back on because we wanted to talk Fever with them striking right now, playing very well, and Ball State football coming up, and hopefully, great things to come for you ahead in the broadcasting on both sides of the candle, and a long playoff run, hopefully as well for you. Keep that schedule completely open. You never know. We're hoping to get the Ball State here for some football games coming up as well. Listen, I emailed a couple weeks ago Kevin Messenger, so I haven't heard back yet. I'm trying to get us there.
Kevin, yeah, I'll let him know.
I'll let him know for us.
We're alumni. We're good. We're good fellas.
Exactly.
Let him know.
So awesome, Mick. Well, thank you, sir. Appreciate you joining us again. Good luck start of the season, and we'll get you on about midway or so.
I appreciate you guys. Thank you so much. And just want to say that appreciate what the community's done in Muncie, Delaware County, and the surrounding areas to come together with all these storms. Like, there's been a lot of heartache for people. And so just want to shout out the whole community coming together, doing their part and helping everybody out. Ball State's done a great job of helping out as well. So if you have any thoughts of wanting to donate or participate, they're definitely out there. But just want to give a shout out to the entire Muncie, Delaware County, Indiana community, because it's been hard on a lot of people. So thank you all for your help.
Yep, absolutely. Thank you, Mick. Appreciate you.
Thanks, guys. Appreciate it.
Mick Tidrow.
All right, John, that's our guy, Mick.
We better get to Hall of Fame, Brandon. I ain't want to say it. Brandon's asking for favors, y'all. Like low key, he's asking for like saying, can you speak for us? Because like we've been to Ball State before. I don't know what happened.
I've been ghosted for 2 weeks.
Yeah, I don't know how we fell out of favor, man. I don't know how we fell out of favor, but we're gonna fall back into favor.
2 weeks, man. I haven't heard a response. I'm like, come on, here's something. Purdue responded, and I thought they hated me.
Do they not know Brandon Reeve is the people's champion out here in the streets? He got one. He's, you know what I'm saying, golfers.
You want the latest update?
They're already on him. About 2 million is gonna wake up in the morning. It's gonna be 2 million people.
Oh my God, that would be something, John.
The Chinese ain't even heard about it just yet.
Let's get the latest update. Hey, guy, by the way, FYI, Aaron Neesmith, not a golfer today.
Now, hey, LeBron almost had a hole in one.
Mm-hmm.
He almost had a hole in one, man. A couple days ago, man. So, but we don't need Neesmith.
We are 1.23 million.
I ain't even retweeted it yet. So, like my 100 people, you know what I'm saying, they'll make that jump up for you.
There we go. I appreciate, man. It's been a day. I'm still getting text messages from people. Yeah, we kind of hit already with the fever, so we'll kind of bypass that, kind of how they've done so far. The first college football, we have our college football show we have on Sundays. Well, the first AP poll came out, John. Ohio State #1, then Oregon, Georgia, Notre Dame, and Texas. IU comes at 6. Some people are pissed off. Defending champions coming in the 6th spot, not inside the top 5.
Let them work
on that.
The playoff is more than 6 teams, so don't lose your mind. And like, it's only like the preseason. Like we still got to snap them up. That's what happens, man. When they play the games, one loss that determines where you at. Does IU have a soft schedule? Somebody said on the Sunday show, it wasn't me. But does IU have somewhat of a soft schedule? Sure. And they'll probably coast on that 6 for a while till they have to pay somebody with some trepidation till they get to that Big Ten schedule, right? Brandon Reeve, the Hoover kid, again, immensely talented. This guy, the interceptions got to turn. You got to turn them down, friend. Like that's not gonna work out in the Big Ten, not at all. But like how many other pieces of his defense came back from last year? So the defense is solid.
Yeah.
And you know what I'm saying, he went crazy in the portal. Well, I mean, not crazy like he just picked up everybody, but he, you know what I'm saying, they went well scouted in the portal. So I think that's a fair assessment for them to be 6.
Alabama, first time ranked outside the top 10 in a long time.
I'll tell you what, man. Like again, they're gonna probably work their way up to it, and then the brand name's gonna take off once they beat somebody. You know what I mean? But I think even with them having like question marks at quarterback kind of going into the season and you know, so not necessarily that, you know what I'm saying, that brand name, like it's a guy that's been there for however long, right? But I think they play their way into the top 10 for sure. Alabama's not, you know what I'm saying, they're not duds this year at all.
First time 15 years, Clemson not ranked in the top 25.
I'm sorry, man. I don't have nothing. I don't have anything for him, man. There's nothing no sizzle. For Dabo? There's no sizzle. Dabo still wants to coach. He'll be coaching next year at some Big 12 school. You know what I'm saying? If he wants to go that far west, or he might just sit it out and just see what kind of happens with the SEC after a year's time. But like, there's really no big sizzle out of. He doesn't have really special like right now. He got a 4-star. We got a 4-star quarterback that he would like to start, but you know he's too young because he's a high school guy, right? So
right.
The layers of defensive players, the layers of running back, you know what I'm saying, that he's had in the past, or the layers of quarterback, you know what I'm saying, potential play, he doesn't have that this year. So it's gonna be a rough season, but he'll find ways to win, y'all. But it's gonna be a rough season. I understand the non-ranking for sure.
Do we want to talk about how good the Pittsburgh Steelers looked in that preseason game?
Don't do that, man. The Pittsburgh Steelers, they
calm down.
I'm not calm.
Will Howard looked good.
I'm gonna say
Drew Aller, the future, looked great. 3 touchdowns.
If I can remember Drew Aller's last name, he looks good. They all look good.
McCarthy said today that it will be Will Howard and Drew Aller for game 2 against the Jets on Friday. No Mason Rudolph, no Rodgers.
So the old man gonna sit down. Do you think Rodgers, if he breaks down after like week 7?
I don't. injury wise, maybe.
Or,
I said they made trading.
well, y'all gonna say
But I don't. I mean, I was people got on my ass for saying that last week. Holy cow!
Why? Why is that? Why is
That's
that
the dumbest take ever. Why wouldn't they trade him? They
Man, the
do him a
Rams is
favor,
loading
possibly?
up. You know what I'm saying? Aaron Donald still thinking about it. He's up there pressing. Well, I don't.
Yeah.
Is that official? That's
Not
even
yet.
official.
Still not official yet.
Like he's still thinking about it. And Von Miller playing for the Cowboys. Like, man, these dudes is jumping the line, man. Don't lose your mind.
Listen, I can be happy for what I saw with the quarterback play. I know it's early, but damn it, maybe it's a future. And if the season sucks, we can go in, maybe get another draft pick quarterback, and we have 3 to choose from. But I was impressed with what I saw. I think Mason Rudolph might be the man out, and that might be crazy. So I don't know. It'll be interesting to see. Thoughts on Keenan Allen and the Colts and making it official today? Because I had some people tell me, whoa, pump the brakes. There's a reason why he was still a free agent.
Well, it's kind of curious. It was his team he's coming from is Carolina Panthers. And outside of the McMillan kid, like they don't even have a top receiver in the top 15. You know what I mean? And like the coach threw this dude $8 million. It's not like, you know what I'm saying? That's not even a big time contract. It's only for is it for 1 year or 2 years? I think it's for 1.
1 year.
It's for 1 year. He can catch. We know he can catch touchdowns. I think he was second or first on the Chargers. Yeah. You know what I mean? So I don't know, man. You would think that somebody would have threw him a bigger bag. You know what I'm saying? Any team. You know what I mean? But like, no, man. Maybe he looks at this opportunity as a repair for his career. And to get a multi-year deal, maybe out of coach, maybe out of somebody else. So this is somewhat of a rental, but like he can play and he don't play dead. So
yeah, and we talked about they need a veteran
he caught more touchdowns
receiver
than the homie that they traded to the Steelers, man. So I get it. He might be a malcontent in other ways, or he might
put some respect on Michael Pittman's name now. Come on,
listen, man. Michael Pittman's super tough, man, but he can't get in.
He's got 40 acres over here in Zionsville. That's for sale if you want it.
Maybe the homie can get him in the end zone. Maybe Aaron Rodgers just get him in the end zone because like he's a struggle bus sometimes, man. I'm just letting you
know. I do like what I see from Giovanni Bernard, the rookie wide receiver from Alabama for Pittsburgh. He's played really, really well, fast as can be. So I really like what I see there. He's probably going to play the three slot. You got DK Metcalf and Pittman, and then he'll probably play the slot position there. For those wide receivers. And then your 2 tight ends, you got Freiermuth and Darnell Mount Washington. So running back wise, Rico Dowdle. People forget Rico came over from Carolina.
Mm-hmm.
He was in Dallas, went to Carolina. Now he's a Pittsburgh Steeler, and they still got Jalen Warren back there as well. So a sneaky good offense. Where it's going to matter for Pittsburgh is if that offensive line can hold up. If that O-line can hold up and give Rodgers time. But here it is, John. I'll say it. I was so blessed to seeing that preseason game. We threw over the middle. We didn't do a slants like we used to. We actually have a quarterback coach-ish with Mike McCarthy that wants to go down the field with it and not the Mike Tomlin side things. By the way, Mike Tomlin, all this press that he's doing right now, it's weird. It's weird seeing him too nice with all the media, is it not?
It's not weird, man. He's a different guy, man. He doesn't have to worry about.
Can we get him on the show?
Can I get him on the show?
Yeah.
Shoot, can you get on Mr. 1 Millie? I'm just a little humble backpack guy. You know what I'm saying? We get 500 views before 12. We did a good job for, JB. Brandon Reese is over here on the 1 million Illuminati. He talking about, man, we can get out of here, man.
Hey, Steve Ballmer, he's good to go. No evidence found.
We didn't be able to go try to. They weren't looking for nothing.
But the trade's not even official still yet.
Yeah, that's a weird waters. You want Adam Silver to go over to the other league, the WNBA, man. He still got his own problems that he got to shore up. Like James Harden still ain't signed, but like when you find out, like James Harden is involved in like RICO charges in Houston. He's not the main culprit, but like they trying to prosecute him. You know what I'm saying? Because he's famous and got a whole bunch of money, man. So like nobody really kind of wants to touch that with a 5-foot pole. That's a 10-foot one, right? So, and then Jalen Duren. I know we weren't supposed to be talking about basketball too heavy, but Jalen Duren ain't signed yet. That's kooky. It's kooky, man. So Qualifying offers ain't there. What he's looking for, well, in his mind, and what he's looking for ain't there. So a lot of these teams are still like left somewhat ambiguous, man. And if you try to win a championship, I know we talking about basketball, you know what I'm saying, win an NBA championship, you know what I'm saying, it's initially going to come in 2027, but you have to have team continuity and team consistency and all those things. And that I know it sounds cliche, but you have to have all those things going into the season, going into preseason. Probably start. Help me out, Brandon? But don't preseason the NBA start like 3 weeks?
Yeah,
something
like
crazy.
September. Yeah,
middle of September, man. So with the winnable Open East, you know what I'm saying, because nobody's really super scared of the Knicks. I think the Knicks is going to show improve. Knicks is not going to lay down, but you know what I'm saying. Remember, y'all, there hasn't been a back-to-back champion in 7 years, 8 years, something like that. So,
there was a trade in the NBA. Just like 15 minutes ago.
Was it? I spoke it into existence.
You did. Look, it's not a big trade, I guess. Peyton Watson going to the Cavs in a 3-team trade. Peyton Watson's standoff with the Nuggets is over. They've agreed a sign and trade involving the Cavs and the Clippers. Denver is trading Watson to the Cavs and will receive Cleveland's 2031 first-round pick and a 2032 second-round pick from Sacramento. The Cavs then are sending Max Strus to the Los Angeles Clippers, which gives them flexibility to sign Watson to the 4-year, $88 million in Cleveland. Which now, what's that mean for Harden? Because if you're had to ship out somebody to sign this guy for 4 years, $88 million.
Yeah, I don't think James Harden's gonna be wearing the Cleveland Cavalier uniform. I don't know why they overpaid Peyton Watson. That kind of money, my goodness. But yeah, it doesn't sound like James Harden kind of answered the, you know what I'm saying, 30 seconds riddle ago. Sounds like James Harden won't be playing for the Cleveland Cavaliers. So
I'm just glad it wasn't the Pacers, because we've had CJ Watson, we've had Earl Watson.
Nah, we don't want, not for 80. How much money? $84 million? $80
million.
Man, he's the Energizer Bunny, man. But like $84 million. You can go on somewhere.
Braden Smith officially signed with the Pacers, 2-way player, so he'll be up there with the Noblesville Boom. Local, good ticket sales will be for up here.
I'm sure. Hey man, I'm sure the he'll be pointing. I'm sure I'm ready for it, man. I'm ready for it.
Have you
painters? You know what I'm saying? The chains is off, man. He's ready. Point.
You been to the state fair yet?
I'm going this weekend, man. I got to give me at least a corn dog or 3.
I had a problem.
What happened?
We went last night. I didn't realize it was 2 for Tuesday.
$3, wasn't it?
Too many people, man. Too many people.
They fire marshal Bill need to come through there.
Too many people, shoulder to shoulder. Every food line was long.
To go to like Super Bowl crowd.
Oh my God, it was terrible, terrible. I gotta go on days where it's back up to like $20 entry and shit. Because
my sister goes to the fair almost at least 3 times a week. She loved the fair. My daughter too.
Parking took 35 minutes to get from Fall Creek to the actual parking spot.
Man, that's ridiculous.
That's the time we got in there, I was like, well, let's go walk food, see some places. We're there about 2 hours, and then it's like 9:30. I was like, I'm ready to get the hell out of here.
Fair need to expand. Hey man, let me ask you this. Do you ever go into the barn? When you go to the fair, do you ever go to the barn?
Yeah, the barns. Yeah.
I love the barns.
Yeah.
Real
Dairy bar is good too.
Oh, is it?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah, I'm going down there this weekend, man. Because I know it's the last.
Just stay away from the carnies, man. Those basketball shooting games, the rims are bent.
Nah,
people get to swindle out of their money.
I've seen professionals go out there and couldn't hit, man. So yeah, you get swindled out there for sure.
Deep fried corn dogs.
Absolutely.
Oreo, which is fantastic.
Absolutely.
Deep fried Oreo.
Absolutely. Funnel cake. Absolutely.
Corn dog beer. They had.
I don't know about that.
They had a butter ice cream, John. Ice cream cone dipped in butter.
I might be with it. I might be with it.
I couldn't find it. I wanted to find it. Couldn't find it.
They have all kind of good food out there.
They did.
Italians, Polish.
Hey, I brought back some memories going through that Farmers Coliseum, man, from our days with the Horizon League, which reminded me this year the Horizon League's going to be up at the new where the Noblesville Boom play.
Yeah, they're going to be
Innovation Mile. So
well, that's where the Horizon League is going to be playing. And then the homies is building. IU Indy is building. Can we say IU Indy? I know they beefing. IU Indy, IU Indianapolis is beefing.
Don't get
it.
Don't get it. Come on. Don't get sued.
We don't get in trouble, man. Luke Boston, I love Luke Boston too, man. I love us, but
Yeah.
they beefing right now. But like, no, they open up the it's under construction. The new facility is still under construction. So,
Yep.
But yeah, we might can catch them up there too as well.
Anything on the Pacers schedule? Man, we didn't get the Christmas Day game.
And they got 11 games, national games, something like that. Do we got to go on somebody's Father Time, backdoor website to get to it?
Oof.
I don't know. Is it going to be on ESPN? Is it what they said nationally televised?
How do you have your home? How does your opener on the road at New Orleans for Tyrese to come back? How is that not a home game? Does NBA just hate us?
They think, I don't know. Do they think Zion Williamson is a draw?
We start at the Pelicans, home against Dallas, at Brooklyn, at Milwaukee. Hell, it's already game 5, and we got
Trey Murphy.
We got Braun and the 76ers coming.
If they don't blow that team out by 30, the game should be.
You ain't
like
talking about Braun. Braun and the Sixers on November or October 28th.
I mean, I get that. That's
this city's going to burn down. You got Braun and the Sixers on the 28th, and then you're going to the concert 3 days later for Usher and Chris Brown at Lucas Oil. You're not going?
I'm not going to that. I'm not going. I don't like. I mean, listen, I don't want to get in trouble. I'm not a Chris Brown Usher fan. I don't get in
Halloween
trouble.
night. The ladies might be.
Freddy Krueger. I got the Freddy Krueger on, man. Don't play these games, man. Freddy Krueger on, man. This is deep. Man. This is deep meta up in here, bro.
By the way, they're making another Chucky movie. I saw.
Man, these kids.
I'm all for it.
Man, they'll watch anything. They'll watch anything. Hey, man, speaking of NBA, what's going on with the Lakers?
I only know one person on the team.
What's the deal, Jenny Buss?
Look, they sold the guy that bought it. He's got some stuff against him, apparently.
Yeah, he got some smut peddling going on in his back pocket.
Allegedly?
Don't know. Yeah, the brothers, the Buss brothers is like, we want to sell the Lakers, and Jenny Buss woke up. I guess she was, she took a nap and was like, what? They want to sell the Lakers? My 17%? No. So the Buss family still owes the Lakers. Disney, you're going to have to wait. Bob Iger, sorry. Don't get us kidded. Bob Iger got a little bit more power than Greg Sankey, man. You got to watch your mouth when you say about certain people, bro.
Hey,
so I won't get us in
He used to own ESPN, and I was on those airways today, so.
Yeah.
Who knows? What else you got, John, before we go?
Nah, man, we had a great show, man. Thanks, Mick Tidrow, again for coming on, man. You know what I'm saying? Anybody who caught the end of this, man, go rewind and watch the beginning of it, man. So again, man, great having him coming on. Anybody who also missed our show, our co-show with the Game Time Network, tap into that as well. You know what I'm saying? We got more zingers coming for Hoffman, man. And you know what I'm saying? I do. And you know what, Brandon? I said Dcot is not gonna be attacked, but he's probably gonna get attacked, man. Because like I went back and watched some of that show, man. He was being real nice, but I don't believe it. I think he's. I don't trust it. I trust Dcot, but like some of these sport takes, he don't believe Notre Dame's gonna win the national title. He don't believe that. He don't believe that.
Isn't he the one that calls it Notre Shame?
He called him everything but a child of God.
John the Birdsong gonna see Notre Dame.
Hey man, listen, we got approved for Purdue. Listen, I'm the only one. It's odd, isn't it, Brandon? I said they was gonna win 4 games, and then 4 days later, the credentials got approved for Purdue, for Wisconsin, Notre Dame,
Washington.
I
put you on for Washington too. I figured you want to see them.
Indiana State.
I got this. Indiana State. I got the season one, but I figured I'd pick 3 or 4 games for you.
Yeah, so we're gonna be, you know what I'm saying? As I like to say, we'll see you on them sidelines. There you go.
We're gonna be seeing those Golden Domers up there. Hopefully they can compete. We'll just leave it at that. Join us on Sunday. We'll have Cross Time College Football Show. It'll be co-streamed on our show as well as them. They're going to be hosting it this time over there. I will be out at Live all week, so tomorrow through Sunday, I'll be out there walking the course. If you're there, come say hi. Try to get another milli on a tweet.
Take a picture.
Take a picture with us.
Right now, he's not charging for his autograph either. Right now,
I'll never charge. Never charge.
What?
Never charge.
I would.
Never charge. But no, it'll be great out there to see who wins that. John Rahm, Bryson DeChambeau, some of those guys out there. Joaquin Neiman. No Phil. No Phil. Phil still he ain't played all year with his personal matters. But expecting a good tournament there. Westfield will shell out as always, like they do. So looking forward. I'll be out there bright and early, 8 a.m. tomorrow. I think play starts at 1 o'clock. So looking forward to that. Yeah, and then anything breaking or so, myself and John will go live and talk it, and I'll have boots on the ground videos, comments and tweets and all that for the live, and let's enjoy the last time that they're here in Indianapolis, unless things change. So looking forward to that. Conversation always continues on Twitter, on Facebook. Please like, subscribe, and share the content. We couldn't do this without our sponsor, Scott K. Nichols, State Farm Insurance. Be sure to reach out to them, especially if you have any damage from flooding, hail damage, you name it. Please reach out to Scott. They'll get you taken care of.
Wait a minute! Wait a minute!
Oh, no.
Wait a minute! You trying to do a show without me. We're trying to do a show without bro. You can't do a show without bro. And now I'm about to give you these bars. These bars. Are you ready?
We're ready.
You didn't ready. Crossroads Sports. Thanks for watching.
Crossroads Sports. There we go. We got bro awesome in there. So hopefully bro go after Dcot here soon. Looking forward to that. So we'll see you guys all again next week. Take care, JB.
Thanks for listening to the Crossroads Sports Radio Show. You can find more episodes on iTunes and the Google Play Store. Be sure to like and subscribe for more Crossroads sports content.